So life without Jesus for me, I guess one word I can describe it is dead. And although that sounds kind of negative, that's how it was for me. Looking for acceptance and approval and purpose in all the wrong things. I just found myself kind of running in an endless circle. And so lost and confused and dead in my sins, that's life without Jesus for me. So life with Jesus now is now the exact opposite. Once dead in my sin, now I'm alive in Christ. And so I have purpose, I have identity, I have all the affirmation and approval that I've been looking for in 1,000 things and places. I find it in Christ. And so now I feel like my life has purpose. Serving God, loving God, being on mission with God, as opposed to running around in circles trying to figure out who I am. Now I know who I am because God gives me identity. So before, I think the way that I viewed culture was kind of careless. I was living out like my own selfish life, worried about me. And now that I'm living for Christ, that Jesus is in my life, I want to model my life the way that Jesus lived his, and saying stuff like, love your neighbor as yourself, care for the widow, care for the orphan. And so really the way that I view the world and culture now is through this lens of love. How can I love that person that's struggling, or that waitress or waiter, that cashier? How can I serve people better and exude, exemplify the love of Christ in everything that I do? And so now that's the way that I try to approach things. It's literally like, what would Jesus do?